I'm here a lot of the time just buying parts for my boat and accessories like that.
Oh, well, I'm Candace. I'm one of the co-owners. Thank you for being such a loyal customer. How can I help you today, though?
I was just wondering if I could talk to you for a few minutes.
What would you like to talk about?
Well, do you know Jerry Lewis by chance? He comes in here all the time, buys hooks and pieces to make his lures with.
He's always in here talking to my co-owner, my husband. Yes.
Well, Jerry's recently retired from the city of Fayetteville. As you probably know, Jerry's been making lures since the 1960s, all the way up through selling to friends, family, and co-workers. Well, since Jerry's retired, Jerry's actually gotten bored. So Jerry decided to go into business making lures, and we've gotten together. And Jerry's stipulations for going into business was I had to go to Southtown first to let them showcase his lures.
Brandon, Jerry's a great guy, but my husband's actually out buying right now at a convention. I really don't want to consider anything else until I know what he brings back.
Well, how long is he going to be gone?
Next couple of weeks.
Well, let's do this. Let me give you this book about the company, and I'll tell you about our humble origins all the way up to the corporate structure, and then it'll give you a little bit of information about what we're looking to do with you. And what I'd also like to do is give you this bag of lures right here. Take them out, take them to your kids, give them to some great customers of yours, give them to some friends, just use them. And if it's all right, I'd love to swing back through sometime next week and get some feedback from you on them. Either way, Jerry will love the feedback, and you'll help us out a ton.
Sure, I bet some of my regulars would love to use them.
Well, when would be a good time for me to swing by next week?
Well, you definitely can't come on the weekend. It is a madhouse in here on Saturdays.
Well, I understand. How about earlier on in the week, like Tuesday maybe?
Well, Tuesday could work, but I do get my deliveries in the morning.
So how about later on in the afternoon, like 3?
3 would be perfect.
Sounds great, I'll see you at 3.
Bye.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to call Kansas on Monday at 8:55 a.m., 5 minutes before she opens. So she's got a little bit of free time, not worried about customers behind the counter.
Hello?
Candace, this is Brandon Spurlock with Jerry's Ozark Lures.
Hi, Brandon.
I just want to confirm our appointment for tomorrow at 3.
Sounds perfect.
Sounds great, I'll see you then.
Bye.
Candace!
Hey, Brandon. Nice to see you. Come on back to my office.
Sounds great. So, did you get a chance to try out my lures?
I did. I took my son out crappie fishing this weekend. We're using your Roadrunners. Are those actually hand-painted?
One thing I love about Jerry's products, Candace, is everything is made by hand, everything's painted by hand. It's all a labor of Jerry's love.
You know, I sent the umbrella rig home with Kevin Pappas, and he absolutely loved it. Jerry Barrio actually took the spinnerbait and the chatterbait, and he kind of seemed like the fish weren't biting, but he loved the fact that the skirts were tied and not banded, because it kept the skirts from slipping.
One of my favorite things about this company is Jerry was a fisherman long before he started making lures. A fisherman like him know when there's issues on with the lures on the market today. So one thing about Jerry's Lures is we look for that competitive advantage through innovation. Let me show you something. This is our football-headed jig. It's got a guard going across it, and it's kind of flimsy. The reason we have that guard is a fish can still catch it in its mouth, but it's not going to get hung up on a tree. This one right here is one of my favorites. You've seen the umbrella rigs that just come out on the market, brand new. Jerry's already innovated and started building these in the first place, but then he's got Jerry's special umbrella rig right here. Now the thing about Jerry's special umbrella rig is unlike your regular umbrella rig, it's got .2 gauge steel, which lasts a long time and it's great. But Jerry's special umbrella rig has a nylon line attached to it, where you put your jig on there, and when you put the rig in the water and start running it after that good fish, the jig will actually look like a smaller fish swimming through the water. Tell me, does this stuff sound pretty amazing to you, Candace?
It's definitely different.
If you don't mind me asking, Candace, well, what exactly are you and Tab looking for when you go out looking to buy lures?
Mainly something unique. I have a whole aisle of lures out there, and most of them just stay on the shelf and don't move all year. I make better margins in my hunting equipment. Truly, this is something I just do between, hunting season. And you obviously have a great product, but I just can't really afford to buy homemade items right now. It's not going to be enough of a moneymaker. I do hope you keep coming in here, but I just can't do this right now.
Candace, you need something different. You need something unique. And from what I'm understanding, margins are your biggest problem with your lures, right? Let's take your spinnerbait, for instance. Your spinnerbait selling for, what, around $4 on the shelf? What kind of margins are you looking for out of these?
Well, right now I'm getting about 30%, and with where I'm buying, I really can't make any more.
How would you feel if I told you I sold my spinnerbait at $3?
I would have to say I'm surprised.
Candace, let me show you my plan. Have you got your book with you by chance?
Oh, sure.
Sounds great. My plan is this. I want to set you up with a display of Jerry's Ozark lures. It's got 12 hooks running all the way down it. It's got Jerry's story running down it. And then my favorite part about it is this display has a TV screen on it, running a continuous video of how to use the lures. What is one of the biggest issues in using artificial bait?
Nobody knows how to use them. You know, I have vendors coming in here all the time though, and they're trying to sell me on these elaborate schemes to sell their products. I can't invest in something that expensive. Like, I could fill my whole floor with displays if I wanted to. I just can't.
Candace, I'm not asking you to invest in this display. I'm asking you to invest in Jerry's Ozark lures. I'm going to give you this display. I just want you to fill up the display with $650 worth of lures. Candace, my lures are different. My lures are unique. And you can buy my lures at or right below what your buying cost is right now. I'm not done there. Your margins are at 30%. I want you to sell my lures at 45%. I believe that I've proven to you that the difference is in the quality, Candace, and I know that we can get that.
The numbers do sound good. It's just, I really don't feel comfortable making a decision without calling my husband.
I absolutely understand. My wife would kill me if I made any decisions like this. I'll tell you what, let's give him a phone call, and you can tell Tad about the lures, see what he thinks about everything, tell him about Jerry. And if he has any questions, I'll be sitting right here to answer anything.
Okay, hold on one moment.
Sounds great.
Hello? Okay, honey, so I have Brandon Spurlock in the office right now with Jerry's Ozark Lures. Yes, Jerry Lewis wants to actually go to retail, and they really want to sell in our store. I mean, the product's good. Like, he actually ties the skirts instead of banding them. He has the umbrella rigs like we were looking for. Cheaper, if not, same price if not cheaper than what we're buying now, and he's suggesting a 45% margin. I mean, I know normally I would say this is crazy, but he's even throwing in a display that will have a video running consistently showing the customers how to actually use it. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Brandon, he's giving me final say. Can you promise me you're going to do your best to make this work?
Candace, I promise. I'd like to start by following up with you in 2 weeks, Candace. I'd like to come by, see how your lures are selling, and just check with your sales associates, refill you, and then give them a little bit of advice on how to sell the lures.
Before I sign, I really don't have the manpower to set up something like this. Do you think you can take care of it?
Being part of Jerry's Ozark Lures, I feel like you should expect us to take care of it. That's why I believe this is a partnership. I would love to take care of that for you. I'll send somebody in here as soon as possible, Candace.
Perfect. And then for follow-up, does Tuesday at 3 sound good?
Tuesday at 3 sounds great for me. Yes, ma'am. I've got another question for you. Have you got any more questions for me?
Just take care of me, Brandon.
I promise, I'll take care of you. Candace, that's why Jerry and I chose your shop. We love your shop. We know that we can sell these lures in your shop. I'm excited, and I hope you're excited too.
Yeah, definitely.
It sounds great. I'll tell you what, Candace, I've just got one more question for you. If you have any other friends that you think might be able to benefit from Jerry's Lures, could you give me a holler?
Actually, hold on. My cousin actually owns a shop at Bull Shores Lake. Here's her card. Definitely give her a call and tell her I sent you.
Thank you so much, Candace. I'll see you on Tuesday at 3.
See you then.